What's up? What's going on? Welcome to another edition of the Exit Interview Podcast with me, your host, professionally, Andre C. Griffiths, creatively, The Mind of Dre. And I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm recording this at the 11th hour with the 11th recording of this podcast. I must have recorded like 7 or 8 of them last night. Thursday night, but I was so pissed with certain events that were going on, and I'm gonna do my best to not talk about them at all. I'm gonna wait this one out, at least publicly, because I got some things going on that don't involve Emeka, and they don't involve dirty police officers, and some people who are listening know exactly what it involves. It also doesn't involve a lanky, walking, talking piece of shit. It involves none of those things, but it involves, this one. And so, yeah, I recorded a bunch of podcasts where I was super angry, and I was not I was not being kind, and I was being very, 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 very vocal about a bunch of things that I don't want to be vocal about right now, because I would rather, resolve things. I mean, I don't know if amicable is a thing that can happen, but like as amicably as possible. I would rather resolve things. But people don't like to play like that. But I'm going to play my part. And whatever work needs to be done today, I'll do it behind the scenes. But with all of that being said, yeah. So, and then I recorded a couple more times this morning, and the last one I recorded, the audio sucked. So, this is less than an hour before I would normally post. I'm going to keep it short and sweet, people. Enjoy your time off. Memorial Day weekend for those living in the U.S. is coming up, and then you got Memorial Day, so you got a nice chunky 3-day weekend. The rest of the world, well, there are other countries that get way more days off than the U.S., so, hopefully the people in the U.S. appreciate it. But I'm just going to take this moment to say, this podcast was a bit of I had a whole different plan for this podcast. I never intended it to be released this way, or at least like as rushed as it was. Originally I was going to have guests, there was going to be a whole thing to it. But given what I've done so far, I gotta tell you, I'm super happy with what I'm able to achieve without putting any money into marketing yet and promo yet. I haven't even really talked about this podcast outside of LinkedIn. I haven't talked about it on my Instagram, or hell, there are people I just know on a personal basis that I haven't even let them know that I'm doing this. I'm keeping it super grassroots for now, but I think I'm starting to get to that point where I'm like, all right, Dre, I used to do podcasting I've done podcasting on and off for maybe the last, I don't know, 6 or 7 years or something like that. And I've always loved it. There were points where I used to just talk and record myself into a microphone to see all right, how long can I just riff without it being boring? I dig this podcasting thing, even though I just said, a bunch of times. I was trying to be better about that. But since this is a short recording, who gives a fuck? I hope everybody enjoys this weekend. If you're in America, I hope you enjoyed the 3-day weekend. I wish I could give you more right now, but I can't. I'm hoping for the day that I don't have to constantly fight and battle for what's mine out here. But as long as people keep being greedy, I guess I got to keep going. So with that being said, shout out to my homegirl Stephanie Clewell, shout out to my homie Darren, and shout out to the big homie Eric. Yeah, thank you. Y'all are some of the realest ones that I've met in this corporate space. I'm not saying no one else is. I'm just saying that a lot of people are treating me as a he who shall not be named. So, but it's cool. I've learned to thrive in that space. Anyway, people, I'm gonna keep it like that for now. Sorry, this was short and sweet little episode. I don't even know how many people would be interested in hearing all this. Hearing this short episode. Wasn't really much to it, but fuck it. It's an episode 3. We did it. We got it out of the way. I didn't even feel like recording. But here we are, you know? Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Do I have any random advice for everybody out there? Hey, that whole thing about give people their flowers while they're still around, that is a very true thing. You know, make sure you do. Just make sure you do. You never know. You just never know with people. But anyway, take it easy, guys. Have a great weekend. And I will hopefully see you in an episode 4 where I have a lot more energy, a bit more pep in my step, and hopefully no big reasons for me to be super pissed. All right, I'm out of here. Peace. Only thing I'm sensing, intervention of the senses, calling me because the world feels senseless. Who need a weapon? I don't, unless you need a lesson that I can provide. My mind's a Smith & Wesson. Target the heart, my aim is perfected, cause I rely on infinity senses. Even when I'm gone, you're still feeling the presence. Yeah, intervention of the senses, separate from the image you presented. Can I book another trip if I